Daniela, you can Google that. It'll show you the steps. Thank you for letting me know you can hear and see me. Yay. Glad y'all can see the starting soon screen. Perfect, perfect. We still got like 5 more minutes before everybody shows up. Just saying hello. Hey, Go-Kart. Hey, Eva. Hey, Brenda. Hey, Callie. Thanks for subscribing to the YouTube club. I hope it helps you out a whole bunch. Hey, Sam. Hey, Guadalupe. Hey, Chloe. Hey, Michelle. Is that Locks? Good to hear you. See ya. I saw you. Right, you can hear and see me. Hey, Brenda. Where's everybody typing from? And when are y'all going to take your medical coding certification exam? The HIPAA got deleted. Let's see what they updated. Let's see. CMS training. Online. So we go to cms.gov, Outreach and Education, their learning network. I'm sure they do remove and put some things in. Right now they've got language access, modernization of healthcare and improvement of physical accessibility, achieving health equality, LGBTQ training, the world of Medicare training, Medicare billing, a CMS 1500 training, CMS training on 837.1 and 1450 forms, Medicare Part C and D requirements and data validation. Ooh, that's brand new. March of 2023. It's 2 hour long. That's cool. That's what I do, is validating reporting. The ICD-10. They have that there. Let me see if I can show you guys what I'm looking at. There we go. So where I'm at CMS Gov Outreach Education Medicare Learning Network. It's where you can get free certifications from CMS if you watch the slides and videos and then take a short quiz afterwards. You can get a printable certificate to add to your resume here from any one of these subjects. It's completely free. I used to send people here for their HIPAA training. This fraud, abuse, and waste right here, I get my training for this one every year, and you get a certificate with this one. It's super, that one would impress your HR department wherever you're interviewing if you did this one. It's super fast. It takes me 10 minutes every year to click through the educational material and then just answer the questions. Super easy. That one's pretty cool. Fraud and abuse would be really nice. The new one that I just saw today is this one, the Medicare Part C and D reporting requirements and data validation. It's what I do as an auditor. So, but you know, it's cool. It's there and it's free if you ever have any spare time. Another fraud and abuse one. Appeals and grievances, if you ever want to go into that one, that's a brand new one for March of 2023. And then another one for that. They have 2 of those. But yeah, the HIPAA training is gone. SNF is for skilled nursing facilities. Procedure coding for PCS, you CCS or CCA people. That could be a cool one for you guys. We still got a couple of minutes before we start for tonight, but I will put the link to this in our YouTube chat so y'all can go straight to the link. There you go. You can copy, paste, and save that website in your Explorer, whatever, and I'll show you. Where's my website? That one right there. Okay. Let me sign in real quick. And then if we go to the shared gallery, the pictures that I have here that are free for everybody to look at, you can see my fraud and abuse certificate here that I got from Medicare. It's posted here somewhere. That right there, that's what you'll end up with when you do that little training with the few questions. You'll end up with a certificate that you can save as a PDF and you can put it on your resume. So it's really cool. All right, let me get TikTok going. That's why you got me around, Eva. It's all free too, so. And all that training you have to have every year, so it's really nice to go on and get it done. Your HR department doesn't have to send you through that training. You've got the PDF certificate. It's really neat. All right, turning on the TikTok live to go along with us. I'm glad you found me too, Eva. Hey, Tracy. I've been working on it, Vanessa, a little bit. I've been trying. Nope, these, Michelle, do not cost anything. They are completely free. We were talking about the web-based training from the Medicare website. You go to CMS/outreach and education/Medicare Learning Network. They have a whole list of courses that are available that are completely free. They've taken away the HIPAA one, but the one that I always am forced to do on their website from my employer is the Medicare Part C and D fraud, waste, and abuse training. It takes about 30 minutes. You just watch the training material, read it, and then answer a few questions, and then you can print your own certificate of completion, and you can add this to your resume as a coder. And if you've already done the training, anybody going to hire you will love that fact that you've already done it and they don't have to send you for their own training. So it's something that's required as far as I know, but I work out of California. Each state is different, but that everybody needs to have this one and the HIPAA training. They have some neat, new, interesting ones. They have one for, two of them for dealing with grievances and appeals, and the other one that I liked was for the CCS people. They have procedure coding for the PCS. That training is an hour long, and you would get a certificate with that. It could help you guys with that last little bit of training you need that I don't go over is the PCS book. I'm working on some notes in that book and creating some documents for you, but I don't go over it during my lives yet. Once I learn enough about it, I will. They also have one for diagnosis coding for ICD-10, which is super cool. The other one that I really like is the new 2023 Medicare Part C and D reporting requirements and data validation, which is what I do as a medical auditor. This was just published March of 2023 and it's 2 hours long. So, might be highfalutin for beginners, but it's pretty cool. It's all free. It won't hurt you to look at the data. They'll even train you on how to bill a CMS 1500 or 1450 or an 8371. They have a course called World of Medicare too. It's kind of neat. They have LGBTQ training and language access. Offices require a broad range of training due to ethnicity in the area of where they live. I know San Diego does a lot of that language training in that area. It's really cool to see some of this stuff. But achieving healthy equality for everyone is, of course, on the forefronts of everybody's minds nowadays. So you want to stay up. But all this training is free. And if you did get it, they all come with a certificate of completion. And it's just free stuff you can add to your resume to pad it up. Anyway, that's cool. And speaking of my website, if you do go to medicalcodingbyjen.com, we do have this shared gallery of pictures. And if you have any really cool pictures that you would like to add, it is open format. Over in the right-hand corner, you will be able to add media. If you have something you would like to post that you think is really cool information, then have at it. I have pictures of how to ask for an extra hour or bigger font for your exam. If you have an ADA stuff, I have explanations of the exam for AAPC, CPC, so you know how many questions and all that kind of stuff. And some of my favorite, that's what they're talking about. If you wanted to go into CRC certificate, this book right here is my favorite for training material. It's great. Great book. Lots of practice questions for CRC. How's everybody doing today? How's y'all's Monday? Any questions or anything that's bugging y'all before I get started on practice questions? I'm going to check chat. Let's see. Hey, Twinkle. You're here. Good to see you. Hey, Laura Love. Good to see you. Hey, Vanessa. Hey, MK. Good to see you. She is past, but she is still here. Every live. Love seeing you. Hey, Robin. Hey, Vanessa. Hey, Patrice. Hey, Zeta. Hey, TJ. You never noticed that tab? It's one of my newer ones. I think I put it up in January. Where can you find this link? The one for CMS. We'll post it into the YouTube chat again. There you go, MK. I also have a room in our Discord group that is a place where we can share employment questions. If you're applying for jobs and you get asked to take an exam, you can post the exam's questions and answers here, or just the exam questions. A lot of times you don't get the answers, but I have a ton of them already posted in there. Don't forget to search Glassdoor for employment questions on a business before you start applying for jobs at a particular place, or if you're asked to interview at a place, be sure and check them out on Glass or in our Discord group to look for any interview questions that you might be asked. Thank you for doing the goal on TikTok. Who did that? Was that all you, Jen Bugs? Hello, Island Nurse. Good to see you. How's everybody doing on TikTok today? I'm trying to adjust these things on TikTok. Let's see. It's been 20 days since she passed her exam, Miss MK. You were thinking about CPMA? CPMA is a great course, or I'm not course, but certification. In anything that you don't already know for CPC, what you need to know for CPMA is just like laws, which you can just write each law in your CPT book. And then when the law questions come up, you've got the answers. So I don't think it would be too difficult. Laura, if you need an audit tool, it will be provided for you online if you're taking the exam online. If you're just taking CPC, you won't need it, but you can always take it. If they don't want you to have it, they'll tell you. Sorry, MK, about no sound. Let's see. Be sure your audio isn't on Bluetooth and reboot your system. That's for MK. My mic. Thank you, Sass. Thank you so much for all the gifts. You and Jen Bugs. Awesome. Hey, Go-Kart. You watching them both? Hey, Tay-Tay. Good to see you. It keeps freezing. I hate that. I don't know why TikTok is having such a weird... I think now that they're moving the United States' data to those servers in Texas to hold all of our information, the servers aren't built 100% through Cisco yet, and getting that transition to hold everybody in the United States live stream simultaneously and recording it is having some technical issues the last 2 weeks. I think once they get that 100% set up, we will be back to normal, but because we're having to move all of our streams, I don't think the building was prepared for the amount of data that we would be storing there. So, and the US likes to cut corners, so I'll be interested. So I think that's why our data has been freezing so much on TikTok. So don't forget, it is also streaming on YouTube, and it will be saved to YouTube to watch later. You can use the 2022 books. I got a question about that on TikTok. If you want to, I have plenty of people that pass. If you do use the books for 2022, I recommend you get that document from me, from my shop. That's at themedicalcodingbyjen.com. It's like $25. It'll help you change your 2022 book into a 2023, the entire book. It'll tell you what codes to delete, what codes to add. You sincerely need the new hernia codes in the digestive system, and you have to update your E&M section because the times have changed on the routine E&M visits, and we have some deleted codes you need to delete. So that will be important for you to at least update digestion and E&M. Then you're good to go. You'll be able to pass. Lots of people have passed with the 2022 books. McMullen is also watching on YouTube. All right. Good. Let me tick YouTube real quick to make sure there's no more questions. Your sound sounds glitchy. I'll pull my microphone over a little bit closer. Let's see if that helps. Yeah. I would go, MK, to the employer's websites. So to keep from fraud, if I wanted to apply at Cedars-Sinai Hospital as a coder, go to their website, go to the place where it says careers, apply there. Go to healthnet.com, go to Cigna directly, apply at their websites. Because you get a lot of spammers at those ZipRecruiters, even on LinkedIn. There's just a lot of people you can't trust that are selling your data and all that stuff. There's more than enough people. Even the stuff that I find on any of those employment spots, if they say this job opening is for United Healthcare or CSI, I go straight to those websites. Don't forget to look at your local community college. Don't forget that they have teacher positions open for medical assistants or medical coders, because they teach those courses there. You could land a teaching job, $40 an hour in the afternoons, teaching a coding course. You've got the certification. They have the training material there. It's opening a book and reading it out loud. You see how other people teach. It's not that big of a deal. You will come up with your own teaching style, but you can read from teaching material and hand them a workshop and hand it back, or a worksheet, and hand it back to them, grade it. I promise you can do it. It's not that bad, but if you get into a college system, the benefits are really cool, even if it's part-time, because your kids can go to that school and take classes for free, completely free. You can too. You can do it. I'm just saying. So y'all can even look at those places. I would look at LabCorp. I would look at Amazon, their direct websites. Go straight there because they are all hiring medical coders. Amazon is fixing to own all of our local minute clinics. They've purchased a ton of them from online places that are doing online office visits and stuff. And they're going to have their own pharmacies where they ship direct patients medications. They all need coders for their new membership program for healthcare. It's pretty cool. They just opened it up this month. Who passed? Who did what? Oh, Twinkle gave a subscription away. Yay. For our YouTube channel, I have a paid membership option, which is $5 a month. If anybody's interested, it has exclusive videos of my old workshops and all my individual book prep videos. I did 6 hours this weekend of Lab and Path book prep, where I went code by code and wrote down what I put in my notes. And those are all free for my membership members. So you get to watch those replays if you're a subscriber to the membership, and Twinkle just gave one away. To win, all you need to be is inside this chat room. You need to be sure and click some sort of button right here. There's a 3 button right here at the top of this little green box that when Twinkle posts. Make sure you hit the button that says I accept gifts. And when Twinkle gives the money away, YouTube will pick a winner. We have no control over who wins, but they pick a winner, And usually it's based off of somebody who's pretty active a few seconds ago in chat. Eva won, but if you look right above her chat box, Eva had just chatted right there in between Aaron and Rachel, and she won. Aaron and Rachel already have memberships because they have the little stars, so they picked one of the people that had just chatted. Madison and Jen could have won, but then Eva chatted right after them. So you can see patterns and all that kind of stuff, I think. I think it's whoever just chatted sometimes usually ends up being the winner. But congratulations. Thank you so much, Twinkle. Hey, Jen, is Judge Group legitimate? I hear about them all the time. I think they do hire for United Healthcare for CRC coders, but they accept CPC certificates to make people into CRCs. If they do hire you for that CIS job, it takes about a month to get on board, but it is a legitimate job. It is contract work straight from home, which is great. It doesn't mean you get health benefits, but if you keep that hourly job for 1 year and they train you to be a CRC with your CPC, you will be hugely marketable and be able to get a job anywhere you want after your 1 year. Anywhere, even remote work. And their training is super extensive. You get hands-on training, like they will hold your hand for the first month. They won't let you go and run loose on your own. And you have weekly meetings after that to discuss your progress once they do release you in the system and let you do your own thing. And it's all done remotely from home. So I think it is a legitimate job. Thank you, Sam, for letting me know that y'all can hear me on YouTube. ZipRecruiter is full of scammers. Yeah, use Glassdoor. Thank you, Kimberly, for that. Can you use a softbound CPT book? It's one that your college provided. If it is written by AMA, then yes. If it is not written by AMA, no. Daniela, I didn't have any trouble when I made my 2022 book into a 2023. And my document that you download shows you exactly what I did and how I wrote it in and fit them in. I thought it turned out pretty good, but it was a completely naked 2022 book that I had no notes in it at all, and I turned it into a 2023. So that's probably part of the issue. Hey Sass, hey Victoria, I hope you liked your video I made you. It did update, Victoria, but good Lord, I tried to just copy paste some of their E&M questions for Friday's Live, and that was a total disaster because the questions did update the 2023 page numbers for the correct answer, but they forgot to delete the deleted codes in their practice questions for 2023 year. So Pocket Prep is updated, and they did update and put page numbers down, but yeah, their E&M questions still have some major issues because their codes that are listed are not new. They have the 99219 and 18 in one of their observation questions. Those have been deleted. They have 99241 and 99251 listed in multiple questions, and those codes have been deleted too. I don't know what to do. I need to get a hold of them and let them know that they haven't updated 100% completely yet, but they sent a final update on the On the 21st of April. Okay. "13 days after your test." Oh no. I was looking for you, Victoria, on Saturday and Sunday, so yeah, I made you a video. Let's see, I'll be updating my book tomorrow. Good job, Sam. It's okay, Daniela, it's hard. There's a lot to write in. Thank you, MK. The notes for 2022 and 23 are amazing. I'm making my 2023 book notes so cool. I'm always like, oh, I wish I'd have wrote that and for 2022. So always updating them every year. Something weird is going on with the screen. Uh-oh. Internet's not perfect. Yep. Which past videos are the best for the process of elimination? A lot of my TikToks. Just look for the header that'll be on the TikTok videos that say process of elimination. If I did a process of elimination on TikTok, they're short, they're sweet, and it'll say it. When you're looking through the list of TikTok videos under my profile, it'll be on the video before you hit play so you can see it. Hey Trina, I'm sorry you're lost. Just hang in. I'm just having conversations individually with people that are chatting. We're fixing to start doing some practice questions for medical coding though. Oh no, toner. You know what I got this weekend? Let me show you. Let me show you. Where am I at? Is it this one? Yep. Y'all, best investment ever. I don't even remember how much it is. I'll have to look it up real quick. Y'all look, this is my printer. It's like the size of my forearm. And it requires no ink at all. No ink. No ink. No replacement ink ever. And it prints just fine. Prints just fine. It will not print in color, but if all you need is black and white, this is a thermal printer, so it takes paper that all you have to do is heat it up to make your lines, and it does just a fine job. I love it. Let me see, how much was that sucker? I got to print out my passport application and, you know, airplane tickets or whatever. It's just fine for all that, and don't have to replace the stupid ink and run those. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited to get rid of those nozzles that get clogged with the ink and all that stuff. It's always such a stressful thing. The printer paper was $20 for 200 pages. It connects straight up to your USB port on your phone. That was great. Or your tablet or whatever. And yes, it can hook up to your cell phone. Here's the oh, let me pull the cord real quick. It'll hook up to your cell phone or your it comes with attachments, so you can hook it up to your cell phone or your computer. Either one. You can go direct with this little port, and then you can put another attachment to it that'll go straight to your cell phone, or it'll go straight to your computer. Yeah, it'll do both. Let me see how much it was. I just got it in. $129. A little pricey still. I thought it was $75. They do have them maybe a little bit cheaper. I just picked the one that was Amazon's choice so that I wouldn't have to worry about its quality. But you can find them a lot cheaper. It's called a thermal printer, but it's not just for shipping labels, it's for everything. So anyway, I just thought that was cool. Yep, thermal. TH. You heat it up. You just heard it up. Hernia codes. Who else? Who else? Jeanette, she passed her exam. Yay! I'm just taking a picture. Yay! Congratulations, Jeanette. She passed her exam. She says, I can't thank you enough for all your time, effort, and support. I would have done it without you. Aw. This class was what teached all the tips to pass. Thank you for everything. You are so welcome. I'm so happy I made a difference in your life and made things easier for you and got you to pass. I'm sure you would have passed without me, though. You can do it. But I hope I made a difference. That's great. Are you do you already have a billing job or some sort of medical job and you're just doing this to keep or be promoted or switch departments? Or does the fun begin now? You get to go hunt one down. I buy most everything on Amazon or Walmart because I don't like to go shopping. I just have them deliver it to the house. If I don't like it, I send it back. Thank you, Go-Kart. You're awesome. Congratulations. The name of that printer? Uh-oh, is Twinkle giving away another subscription? Oh, no. Somebody else became a member. Girl, this thing ain't even got any. Let's see. It doesn't even have a name on the printer. Let me show you what the name of it is on the store site. On the Amazon. Where's my camera? Oh God, will that even show up on this camera? Okay. Oof. Probably won't. It's O-D as in dog, A-R-O. Oh, good Lord. This camera is for PDFs, not for camera views, but I'll type it into here, into our chat. ODAROM08F model portable printer. Wireless, yep, for travel. I could shoot off paper in my car because it uses Bluetooth. Inkless printer. I could take this thing and print while traveling. It'd be great for somebody who's like, what are those people that certify your signature? You know what I'm saying. I don't know what that means. Remember what it is. Okay. Notary. A notary. That would be perfect for a notary. Everybody on TikTok saying congratulations. And let's see, what else? Congratulations, Brittany. I hope that YouTube channel helps so much. I'm sorry. Yes, you have to buy thermal printer paper, which is the first batch that I bought. I don't know if I really paid attention to a lot of the prices, but I wanted it fast, so I did it on Amazon too. This was 200 pages of printer paper for $22, free shipping. And it's the 8.5 by 11 inch. Works great. My new toy. I don't do a lot of printing, but when I do need printing, it's just so rare that I have to print. By the time I print again, my printer ink has either dried up or I have to run a bunch of calibrations to get it to align properly. It's covered in cat hair. The cats have been playing with it. They've stuck toys down in it. I don't know. It's always such an ordeal. Plus, I have to drag the thing around to hook it up to whatever device I want it to print. Or I have to hook it up to the internet and put in my password for my internet to work on it. It's just a pain. I hate it. This Bluetooth goes straight from my device. I don't have to hook it up to the internet for it to work. So this is just a whole lot simpler. It seems like a whole lot simpler to me. Just became a member and I have 1 month till I take my CCS exam. Awesome. CCS is a little bit more difficult than CPC, I believe, as far as the exam goes. Oh, I'm so glad they gave you so much confidence. That's awesome. Let's get started on some new questions for today. Let's see how well that confidence sticks around for these practice questions. I tried my best, unlike Friday's lives, to make sure that the codes were updated. I assumed they were Friday, but they ended up not being so. So let's see if we can't do better today. So our first one is in medicine section. So since pretty much all the codes are the same here, except for D, I would not worry about D, but I would go straight to this code and see what's going on with that 60 code. Check it out to see if we have any do's or do nots that we need to worry about around that code before we do anything. I've not done my notes for this section, so it's going to be a plain book view. 6.3. See if y'all can beat me to the codes where they're at. That's half the battle, is doing this along with me and just getting to the codes. That's a lot of the practice that you need, is just having a list of codes and running to them, because that's a lot of your battle. So this is hydration. If we were to do hydration on a patient, this is going to be, and the only thing we need from the question is what item. Based off these CPT codes and their descriptor, what's the only thing we need from these questions? Is my question to you guys. As I sit here and mark my do nots, what's the only item I need? I don't need to read every single word of the practice question. What would I be searching for? Bring up chat. There you go, guys. Kill and... Hey, Anointed. Good to see you. Thank you so much for all the gifts on TikTok. You are amazing. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Good to see you. We've already had a great little conversation, so be sure and watch the replay of this live whenever you get a chance on YouTube, because it has some cool info, especially about that free certification. That was cool. Not the free certifications, but the free certificates of completion that you get from CMS. They have updated their list of free courses, so I showed that off. Can I make it clear? This thing, yeah, I can make this clear. Probably, hopefully. Let's see. Move my mouse out of the way. The point really is for you guys to make sure you get out your books and you try to follow along with me. And I got too much shadow in here. What's the shadow? Oh, it's the microphone. The microphone is the shadow. Let's see if I can't. No. Let's see if that helps some. No, not really. That's super blurry. Come on. You can focus better than that. We are at codes 96360. And you guys are correct. Time is the only thing we need. Now, I do a double star on anything that says do not use a code with another code. If it says we're supposed to use a code with another code, I double green star those so that I know I am supposed to use that. And a lot of times, that's all they want to know is, do we know that we can use these together? This is an add-on code, which means if it has the word each in the CPT code descriptor, we do not add modifiers to those. We only times them, like if we did, I don't know, 6 hours, this would probably be times 4, because the first hour and a half go right here. Even though this CPT descriptor says it does 31 minutes to 1 hour, if you actually read these guidelines up here, it will give you some examples. That code actually means 1 hour and 30 minutes. If you get to 1 hour 31 minutes, that is where you would add this as the secondary code. But time is all you need to search for in the question. You don't need to know who the patient is. You don't need to know who what their diagnosis is. Don't read the question from beginning to end on any of these things. You only look up what the difference is from the codes that are telling you what they want to know. That's the only thing you're going to look up in the question. That will save you time. It will also help you avoid the psychological propaganda that they put in these questions. They write these questions with psychomediast. If you read the white paper they published, AAPC did anyway, of their exam, they let you know that they use people that study human nature to write their questions. So they put a lot of filler information in there that's supposed to lead you to the wrong answer. When that happens, and if you were brand new to coding and didn't know you wouldn't be able to avoid it because human nature is going to send you to the wrong answer. So we avoid reading the questions altogether. Anyway, we're only looking for time with this question. It could be printed out as like 1 hour with the words HOUR, or it could be numbers, or it could be a combination of both. So be sure and get in a habit of looking for printed words. What do you think the answer is for this one? Anybody on TikTok? Hey, Anointed. Gal Pal, good to see you. Thank you so much for saying you love my videos. She's still struggling a bit on when to know to use one or more codes. This one is a good example of that. Hey, Uniqueness, did you see in the question that they have the word 1 hour and 32 minutes written in the question? Would that change your answer, Uniqueness? Thank you for sharing the live, Jen. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you for the 2,000 and a half tappy taps on the screen. Thank you for all the YouTube thumbs up. I finally see some answers changing now. If our answer was A, we would have 1 hour and up to 30 minutes. If our answer was B, we would have 2 hours, up to 2 hours and 30 minutes. If our answer is C, who's finishing those targets again? We would have 1 hour and 31 minutes plus another 30. So up to 2 hours and 30 minutes, but we would be between 1 hour and 31 minutes plus up. Thank you, Anointed, for all the bunnies. Those were so cute. The Easter bunny. So our answer for this one is C. And the CPT descriptor on this one is just written so bad. I gotta go see what my notes for last year said. What did I do? I know I changed it because the descriptor is so awful. What did I write right here? 63963. So last year I wrote right up above example one hour plus 10 minutes. Also, I wrote right here, oh, I'm going to put it in red. Where is my other red? put 1 hour 30 minutes, and then I wrote here under the child code, use if over or at 1 hour 31 minutes. So I know that anything over 1 hour and 30 minutes equals this one. I wrote a few more examples. I did three hours hydration equals our 96360, comma 96361 times 2. And then I wrote, I'll write a different color. Example, 2 hours is our 96360, but everybody gets these wrong during the exam because they think that 60 is only 31 minutes to 1 hour, the way the descriptor's written. But if you read those guidelines at the very top of the page with all those examples, it'll tell you different. And then we've got 96361. Simply, that's the answer if it's 2 hours. And then we've got the one for 3 hours is times 2. 1 hour and 10 minutes is just the one code by itself. And then we can write another example if you wanted to. The 1 hour and 32 minutes is the same answer as the 2 hour one if you felt like it, because we know this one's answer is that. Anyway, got that one done for this year. Still got to mark up all the notes. But everything, if you look on page 829, or I'm sorry, 828, right there at that last paragraph, it starts with the word example. And then it carries over to the next page. All of that is back-to-back examples of how much time goes to which CPT code. And if you read all that, you end up with what we've just did right here with all these little notes. Hopefully that's helpful. And let me show the TikTok world what we just did in our CPT book. There we go. Y'all can screenshot this. You can get rid of chat by swiping from left to right on your phone, and then you can do a screenshot. But that's what I just wrote for you TikTokers. All right. throw you back up in here. And let's switch back to our Word document. Do some more practice questions. Let me check chat real quick. Could I do one on COVID vaccines? I could. I could do a video on that. I doubt it's going to be on the exam, but yeah, I can do that. They provide 12 weeks of training, Judge and CSI. That's awesome. That's more than a month. I was assuming it was at least a month long, but that's cool. That's awesome. I'm changing it to see. I was just reading chat, just catching up. All right. More lab and path because, you know, I'm doing that free workshop this Sunday, guys. Hope to see y'all there. All you got to do is show up Sunday, 2 o'clock if you want to. We're going to do 75 questions in lab and path, back to back. Not a lot of conversations going on. I'm going to show you how I would approach these questions if I was doing an exam. And it will be saved on YouTube for everyone to see for the entire year. It's my birthday present for you guys. My birthday is on April 14th. So instead of charging for a workshop this month, I always give one away free. So that's what this one's going to be on. It's going to be E&M and Lab and Path. So I hope to see you guys there. So of course I got this one. A doctor orders vitamin K and arterial blood gas, lactate every 4 hours for 12 hours. So the first thing you got to figure out is how many of these tests were done. So we know how many codes are going to be billed, right? Anybody know? I wrote this question, so y'all hate me. Hello from Saudi Arabia. Rosalie is my favorite name. I was a big, huge Twilight fan. I even got to walk the red carpet for Breaking Dawn 2 with the actors. I've had dinner with Stephanie Myers. I used to run her website, and Rosalie is my absolute favorite name. I ran lines with the actor Peter Fasinelli as Rosalie, reading the script as her. So yeah, it was fun time. But every time I see the name Rosalie, it's my favorite. 2 of my best friends named their grandchild and their daughter Rosalie too, because of my high pressure involvement. So I love that name, Rosalie. Awesome name. I'm just catching up on chat. Anybody know how many tests are we running? So we've got vitamin K ordered. That's one. A blood gas. That's another. And a lactate. We're going to run them every 4 hours times 12 hours. So that's 3 times 4, right? We're going to run them 4 times in those 12 hours. We know that when we repeat test in the same 24-hour period, we have to use a modifier What modifier would that be? I have one subscription to do what? One subscription present left. Send to others now. What is that? Did somebody give somebody a subscription to my Tiki Talks? And I'm supposed to send it to somebody? What is this? I don't know how to do any of this. But this is cool. I'm trying to figure it out. Hey Jess, good to see you. Somebody may have just gotten a subscription to TikTok. I don't know. But that's cool. How many subscribers do I have to my TikTok now? I have 21. Thank you guys so much for being subscribers. So what's our modifier that we have to use in Lab and Path? Remember that Lab and Path, we don't use any 50 or 51 modifiers at all. Oops, 51. It's one of your guidelines there. We don't do those. What we do use is modifiers. What do we use? And just like in anesthesia, where I ask you guys to move your anesthesia modifiers from your HipPix book to your anesthesia section, you have some that you need to move to your Lab and Path section too, which are, by the way, so here's your homework. If you don't have them written, you should, on your guideline page on Lab and Path in the CPT book, it'll actually say Lab and Path Guidelines. So move these modifiers there. You need to move number 90, 91, 92, G, W, G, A, and number 99. They're all in your HipPix book. Move them all to page, if you have a 23 book, it's 595. That way you can have quick reference to them if you need them during your exam. You can also write down that we don't use either one of these modifiers so that you can remember if you see any answers with 51 or 50, you know you can get rid of those. Yes, MK91 is our repeat modifier. So you can get rid of B and A because you know right away those two answers don't have your repeat during the same 24-hour modifier in them. The next thing you can look at are my modifiers in the correct spot. Is C a coding irregularity or is D? Hey Gupta. Ooh, I have a workshop I recently did last month, which was 4 hours and 50 minutes full of cardiology and E&M. And I did some spinal stuff in it, but it's mostly cardiology. That was February's or March's. somebody's workshop, one of those. It's there if you're a member of the YouTube membership ready for replay. C is a coding irregularity. We don't code lab repeats like that. If we're going to do a repeat, we order our test, like our vitamin K. We order it again if we're going to do it as a repeat. And then however many times we do it as a repeat, we times it by 2. So this one is vitamin K. It doesn't even matter which one it is. If it could have been an arterial blood gas and it could be the lactate, it doesn't matter. But if I was doing it, you know we have to look for an answer that has to have each test done 3 times. So if I was doing a test, this answer means 3 because this is one CPT code. This is the same CPT code times 2. That answer is 3. Here's another set, and its answer is 3. Here's another set of the same codes, written once, written again, then times 2. That pattern is universal for any repeat test. 3 times 3 times 3 is 12 tests altogether. So you know D is your answer. Without looking in your CPT book, you could do this one because all you need to know is that you need to know your 91 is there. And then what pattern are they written in? Does that make sense, Go-Kart? Hey, Golden. You have 1 subscription present to send to others now. It's doing it again. Let me see. Who do I send it to? Who wants a TikTok subscription? Let's see, Golden Air. Let me see if I can find her. Golden Air shared it. Can I pick her? How do I pick her? I have no presents left. Just subscribe. I don't know. I'm trying, Jim Bugs. I'm trying. It's cool. Can you repeat that? Katrina, yes. I can do my best here. Out of these answers, without looking up any CPT codes, I know, hopefully you will know too, that anytime you are going to repeat a lab in Lab and Path, you have to have your 91 modifier. That's one thing you just need to know. So I know any answer that is going to be the correct answer for this order that I know is repeating the same 3 tests every 4 hours for 12 hours will have that modifier in it. So I can get rid of A and B right away because they don't have that 91 modifier in it. C and D have the 91 modifier. There's a pattern to correctly code repeat test that is universal, that is not being utilized in answer C. Answer C just has one code, then a separate different code, then a separate different code as your first 3 codes. And then back here, it has a 97, which was your very first code that you wrote way back here, times 2. And then it has the 03 back here, which was your second code. and then it has the 05, which was your third code. That pattern of coding is incorrect, because if you're going to repeat the same test multiple times in 24-hour period, you need to bundle those codes together. I need to see that 97 with the other 97. They got to be side by side. Always. It won't change. So if I'm going to bill multiple vitamin Ks, I'm going to have that 97 written out side by side. It's just going to be written twice. I'm going to add my 91 modifier, then I'm going to multiply it times however many times I did it. If I did it 6 times that night, then this would be 5. If I did it 9 times that night, that times will be 8. It's always just one number less than what you did. Thank you, Twinkle. She's given away another YouTube subscription. Who did she give it away to? Let's see. Let's see. Michelle won. Yay. Oops. I don't know what I'm doing. Ooh. Stop it, TikTok. There we go. Yay. Here we go, Michelle. Yay. So hopefully that explanation helps a whole lot. You're just always going to code the same code side by side. Always. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yep. The 90, all these numbers, these modifiers right here, be sure and move those to your lab and path section under your guidelines. Super important. You want to go look up the differences between 90, 91, 92, GW. What was the other one? G something. Look it up again real quick. GA. That was supposed to be an A. And 99. Move all of those modifiers to your guideline page in Lab and Path, page 595. That will help you. All right. Our answer, of course, for this one was D. Which of the following is included with critical care coding? Another guideline question. We got resuscitation, intubation, punctures, or none of the above. Great, Carolyn. Which one of these services is included in critical care services? I keep swapping from TikTok to YouTube. The screen is blurry on YouTube. You know what you need to do on YouTube, right? There is a little button down here that's the little mechanical wheel settings. You need to click that, and you need to change your video settings to 720 or 1080p. Does that help any at all? I stretched the screen out some. What's AAPC's favorite answer, guys? March Madness got it. None of the above. None of those are included in critical care services. Be sure you know what tests are included in critical care. Which statement is true about the sequela late effect code? It is the first condition coded, and then the late effect. Oh. The sequela code is coded first, then the condition or nature of the sequela late effect is coded second. The code for the acute phase of the illness or injury that led to the sequela is never used. With the code for late effect, the illness or injury has to be chronic to be a report of a sequela late effect, or there is a time limit on sequela late effect. You're looking for something that is true, a correct answer. You will find the list of available items that are included in critical care at your 99291 code. It's written in the guidelines, and there's also a coding tip on that page that lists out what is included in it for a second time on that same page. You'll also find it again written in the pediatric critical care codes like 99360 or something like that, 71, somewhere around in there. Those codes have that list written again there. And there's also another coding tip on that page that says it. So it's written like 4 times there. It's not C. It's not A. It's not D either. It is B. The acute phase of the illness that led to it, like a fracture of the leg or the ankle, that's not going to be used. If they're having a late effect, what's going on with them? Why are they having issues? They have an abnormal gait. They're walking funny. That's what you use. That's what that means. You won't say that they currently have a fracture of the ankle. No, currently they're walking funny. Or they have pain when walking, or whatever's going on. Oh, Lordy. Don't let all this stuff worry you when you see answers like this on the exam. What you're going to do is put on your blinders, and you're not going to worry about any of these secondary codes at all. You're just going to take it code by code, and you're going to look for your similarities, right? All of them start with T. All of them start with 2. Only 3 of them have a 3. This O is irregular, so I would get rid of that as a possible answer. 2 of them have a 3. This one has a 6. I would get rid of that one as a possible answer. Now that I'm down to a 50-50 shot, I would back it up and see what else is going on. They both have the same first and secondary code. Great. They both have the third code is the same. Great. The difference is this T code. Am I a T31.11 or a T31.10? I need to go look up those code differences to see what the difference is. That difference is what I'm going to search the question for. So let's go to our ICD-10 book and look up those two T codes. So try to get to the codes faster than me, which you should, because I'm super slow at it. T31. Let me switch to our book. T3111. And 10. All right, let me fold up my book. Get this where you guys can see it. Our differences will be in the green, which I wish our CPT code book was like this, that would change the font color in our code differences. That would do wonders for our in lessening our book prep issues. If we had highlighted in a different font what the code differences are. So are we less than 10%, or are we doing 10 to 19% of the body? That's all we have to worry about is our, let's go back to our document. Now we can go look at our question, and we only need to know how much body surface area was burned. What do you think the answer is, B or C? If we're in the right area. Hope so. Where were they burned at? They were burned. We do have 10%. So that would be our 1, 1, 1. But if you notice our 1, 1, let me go back down here and look. Oops, wrong one. Our 1, 1, if you go down to the 1, 1 right there, it says third degree burns are 10% to 19. But our question has second degree burns were 5%. Third degree burns on the hands was only 5%. So this code is just for third degree burns only. Third degree, and it's not a sum of everything that was included. That will trick you in picking out the wrong answers. Sorry, I'm trying to get back to the book. If you don't know that particular little, go back to the Word document. Yep. If that one little thing here, we can't combine those two because our ICD-10 code is only for third degree burns. So you got to be very careful. We're not adding to make that 10% because it's a mixture of second and third degree burns. So we know our answer is C with this one. Got it? Yes, RHIT, you also have your own room in our free Discord group too. You have a room in here in our free Discord group full of practice exam questions and things. Let me get rid of this thing so you can see. I posted a bunch of your own practice exam questions in here. So if you ever wanted to join the Medical Coding by Jen Discord group, I have that available for you too. The link is either in my bio or it's on my website at medicalcodingbyjen.com or even on my YouTube page. Up in the header up here where YouTube is, I have the header way down over here in the corner. I've got a link that has the Discord join room there too. So I have tons of data for you RHIT people too. Yep. I was just telling somebody on TikTok, so sorry you guys on YouTube didn't get to see that. So now you're armed with some more information. Here's your own T1 to do yourself. Put on your blinders. Look for your similarities. Then find your one diagnosis code difference. Then go to your ICD-10 codes. Figure out what the difference is. Then come look at the question and look for that difference. Tell me what you think the answer is for this one. A, B, C, or D? I didn't get that last question done correctly the first time I did it either. Nor did I get it correct the second time I did it either. That one took me forever to remember. Ooh, it's trash can night. I got to take out the trash cans. Ooh, what's the work like at working at the VA hospital? Great. Work your 20 years, retire with a pension and Social Security. That's the way to do it. Plus you have tons of federal guidelines, holidays, workman's comp, and FLMA paperwork that could keep you, woo, be lovely. So I've got one answer. You're graduating May. Awesome. Looking to get your RHIT. Hopefully I can help you with that. Where do we start in learning this? I have some TikTok videos, guys, that are pinned. my 1, 2, and 3 pinned. It says, where do I start? That's where you start. Start with those pinned videos. I'll help you get there the fastest, most efficient, cheapest way possible that is actually truly going to help you get your medical certification with no fluff. And as cheaply as possible, without courses and things like that. Just don't need them. I've got a couple of answers on TikTok. Do I have any answers on YouTube? What do you guys think? No, you guys are all doing pretty good. It is going to be B. We've got two that start out with the 99. Then we have 2 that are the 29. Go look for your differences between those 2 codes. Will get you to where you can eliminate B and C just by looking up those 2 differences. You're going to keep your B and your D. Then your next code difference is just the 23 and the 20. And that's truly all you got to worry about because the T31 is in both of them. So that one won't help you. And B is it. Which of the following is not a feature or a function of the integumentary system? Protection, movement, moisture control, temperature control. Everybody saying B. Yep. Movement is for muscles. Good job, guys. What is the combining form of the word that means fatty? Will it end with an I, an R, or an I? So we have 2 similars. Will it have an E in it or not? Will it have a T in it or not? Yell at one of my kids for just a second. Hello, Sammy. So you streamed last night and streaming tonight, right? So I can go and watch her stream and see the replays, right? Yes, it is. Hello, Chloe. Don't step on that. Yep, B is the answer again. Good job. B is the answer. It's going to have the E in it. I always remember it by thinking extra. So if you have the fattiness there, you got a little extra. I don't know, just helps me associate. This was on my exam, but this was 2019. I was like, it's the first question on my exam. I'm like, what? Why are you asking me this? Which of the following is found in both the male and female body? And I'm like, why would that make a difference in medical coding? How is this going to help me be a better coder? I don't know. Out of everything, could have been my very first question. It's a simple question. It's just, it struck me as odd. For in-person exam, yes, you are. For online at home, nope. Yep, we both have the urethra. The males just use it to also eject sperm through it. Another diagnosis code one? Oh my. So we have a difference between F's. Are those like mental things? D, E, F. I'm just looking at, so when I do this, let me see if I can show you. I'm just looking at the color changes right here. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. So where am I at? H and then I. So what does I say? Oh, I'm looking for F's. E. Why am I started looking for F's for some reason? My dyslexia is kicking in. A, B, C, D, E, F. So I'm only looking at this red sidebar for any code in the F section, and it says mental disorders, behavioral or neurodevelopmental disorders. And that's all I got to worry about for this part of the question is these are mental diagnoses. These in the R section, when I look up those are symptoms. So the first thing I can think of is, does this patient at the very end of the question end up with one diagnosis that's mental, or do they have various symptoms that end up not really having some sort of diagnosis? So maybe they come in with some symptoms and we got to run some tests and we don't know yet, but that kind of thing. So that might help me get down to a 50-50 shot either way. So that's all I'm going to worry about for now. Let's go see what our patient ended up with at the bottom of the example. Right here. Suspects an anxiety attack. Can we code a suspect? It's a guideline question. You can code suspected or need to rule out, but that is only in a hospital situation for admit. But discharge, when you send them home, you still can't say they're suspected or they're ruling out things. You eventually need to give them some sort of diagnosis that says, okay, we thought they were having a heart attack. We're going to do a suspected heart attack at admit. But at discharge, you have to say they had GERD, like an upset stomach that didn't turn into a heart attack, that kind of thing. So same thing with regular office visits. Regular office visits, you can't code them with suspected impending, I think, anxiety attack. We can't give them that diagnosis. we either have to say they have anxiety or not for regular office visits or emergency room clinics. When you send them home, you have to say whether they have it or not. This one was just in the emergency room clinic, which is in an outpatient setting. They did not get admitted, so you can't say suspected anxiety attack. So I would get rid of A and B. And then how many symptoms did they have? They had 1, 2, and 3. So this one has 3 answers. This one has 4 answers. So without even opening much of a book, other than knowing the main headers of what an F is or what an R is, I would be able to do this question and just pick C and move on with my day. That's how I would take it. What if they go AMA? Then you would just do their symptoms. Your initial observation or admit would be suspected. Then when they left AMA, you would change your to just the symptoms, because hopefully you talked to them enough to where even a nurse got that they were having chest pain, palpitations, and then, I don't know, they burped really loud and all their symptoms went away and they were like, oh great, okay, I'm going home. And you're like, wait, I gotta sign you out, you gotta finish your testing, and they're like, no, I'm just leaving. I think it was just my tummy. Then you would just change it back to their symptoms. E&M. What is our steps in doing E&M questions? I specialize in helping you guys learn enough about the guidelines to pass your medical coding certification exam, and things and questions like what if they leave AMA or something like that, that will all be dictated differently by each employer. You will have a set guidelines and policies and procedures to follow too that you will need to also consider. So don't take my word as golden, but I can give you my opinions on what I would assume you would do, just in case. I do have some helpful tips that will get you through the certification exam on E&M. And step 1 is to look up your differences. That's number 1. So what is a 99243? What is that? Renee asked, can we take the ICD-10 book for the state exam? And if so, what other books can we take? Whoever is giving you the exam will have a list of reference material that you can bring with you. If you are taking an AAPC CPC exam, you will take preferably the AAPC ICD-10 version 2023, also the 2023 HitPix book, and an AMA CPT book. AMA is the only writer of the CPT book, so no worries about that. If you're taking CCS exam or CCA from AHIMA, they have their own list, but I believe a lot of people take the Optum version of the 2023 ICD-10 and HitPix version with them, and then the AMA CPT book. But each entity will give you its list of what material to bring. I'm just going to show you how to pass it without reading the questions. 99243 is a consultation. Outpatient. 99252 is what kind of code? What's the header on this one? If you're taking the CCS exam from AHEMA, you will need the PCS book. Good job, Eva. Thank you, Jim Bugs. I can't follow you. I always try to follow you, but you got your settings where I can't. But I can make you a moderator. You're always here. There you go. Yep, we've got hospital consult. 99242 is, again, consult, outpatient. And 99203 is new patient, office visit. So keeping those particular things in your head. If we're doing a consult, we have to have MD to MD request. We have to have what the doctor that is going to see this patient for the other doctor write a report back to that physician. We have to have no taking over of care of patients. We have to have no, it doesn't matter if it's insurance demanding a second opinion, none of that stuff can qualify for an MD to MD. So thinking about all that in our head, we're going to look through our question, but what is step 2 of my process? What is part 2? Where are we going? We looked up and we did step 1. Chloe Ann, I invited you in here, but not to make 5,000 scratchy noises in my tissue paper for my cups that I'm going to be sending out to people. 50 people are going to win some Starbucks cups for the month of April, by the way. She's trying to dig through all y'all's tissue paper. Step 2 is we're going to read the last sentence in the question. What E&M service would be best to describe this visit? Okay, we're just making sure they're not saying bill the ER doctor or bill a neurologist, whatever. But that is step 2. Read the last sentence. We can see right away that whatever we pick, we need to pick something that has an MDM of straightforward. So what would our answer be? Was doing something bad. Oh, Aaron. Yay, cups. I have 50 of them. They're a hot mess. So they're not the best quality cups. But it's funny. It's the first time I ever ordered cups off of Etsy from somebody. I'll know better what to order next time, but they're going to have my MDM guidelines, my E&M tips for you. It's also going to have my tips for doing the rest of the codes, like through integumentary and all the way through medicine. One side is MDM tips, the other side is the regular code tips. It'll have our little logo on them too, which is cool. And they'll have little peppermint stickers so that you remember to take your peppermint with you when you do the exam. Yeah, Twinkle, you're smiling now. Wait till you got to keep up and gather all of 50 people's mailing shipping addresses for me and make sure that they all get sent out. You're going to earn your income then. This is the calm before the storm. It's already April 1st, so I'm going to have you go gather all the info. I'll print out the shipping labels and get them all shipped out, but I need you to gather all the addresses for me for all the winners. Twinkle's going to disappear for the month of April. Wait till she comes back till May. I don't blame her. Thank you, Twinkle. What's our answer for this one? Everybody saying C? Is that our straightforward? Good job. C is our answer. Just because we had to match up the C. I kept thinking it was going to be the new patient, but that doesn't match up because that's a low. Right? It doesn't match up because it's not straightforward. All right. What code is our 99366? What code is that? What's our header for that one? Is it time already? Or is that flowers? I was seeing red dots. It is almost time. Oh my gosh, we still got so many questions to go through. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can save them for Wednesday though. I'll tell you in just about 5 minutes how to get into the drawing for the cups. If you are a TikTok subscriber or a YouTube membership member, you are already entered into the cups. Team conference. We know that this one, 212, is our established office visit. What is our 3681? That one's also teams, but these two have a difference. One is with the patient, right? And one is with no patient around. I think that's the correct way they are. And this one's our established office visit. These have different times and different levels of visit. This one's straightforward and this one's low. One of them's without patient and then one of them's with patient there. So we're either going to check for straightforward low or direct patient or no direct patient. In our question, we do have the word direct. So is our answer A? All right. If you want to enter into the drawing for the cups, just email me at medicalcodingbyjen@gmail.com. Put cup in the header, and I'll enter you in the drawing. If you are already a TikTok subscriber, there's 21 or 22 of you guys. You're already entered. Of course, all of you that are YouTube members or even if you won a YouTube membership, y'all are all entered into the drawing for the cups anyway. Y'all get multiple drawings. So, but if you're not a YouTube subscriber member, or you're not a TikTok subscriber, then you want to enter in for free, just email me. Put cup in the header. You'll probably get I'm on vacation kind of notice that says, it just says, I'm super busy and I can't get to these emails. I'm so sorry. But reply back. But I'll go through those and put those people in there. Don't worry. We'll do some drawings. If I can get to our spinny wheel of picking out Wednesday and Friday, we'll do those. And of course, we'll do some on Sunday's workshop at the end if we haven't picked all 50 yet. But we'll get every one of the cups given away this week and get them shipped out in the next week after that. Let's see. Yep, this one's A. Thank you for the roses. April, you're awesome. You'll be entered in, of course. They're a hot mess, guys. They're not going to be dishwasher safe, but they all are cold brew safe cups, and they come with cups and the lids and the straws and stuff, so they're kind of cute. If a star is next to an E&M code, what does that mean? The lady who did the cups spelt some of the words wrong, so I'm having to reconstruct them because she spelled sentence wrong. So I'm going to take that E out of peppermint and put it there, but it's a different size of font, so it looks funny, but then I get rid of the word peppermint because it doesn't have enough letters, and then I'll just put a sticker of a peppermint there. So I don't know. So I got to fix her misspellings, but each one of these letters is a different sticker. She spent the time to put each letter on here as a sticker. It wasn't what I was expecting, but that's okay. But they're just kind of uneven too. But that's okay. You know, they are what they are. It's all right. But I can fix them. This was supposed to be our logo, but that didn't get on there. But I ordered some stickers with our logo and can put them on there. And then I just got to fix the spelling. But now the word sentence is going to have a funny looking E in it. So, but that's okay. But they do have the lids, and they have some bright green straws to put in them. So they'll be all right. What does the star mean? Telemedicine. Yep, telemedicine. We'll do one more E&M and we'll be done for tonight. We've got our new patient. We've got our 99283. What kind of code is that one? You'll have your bestie do them for you? Oh, I'm already looking for somebody else to do them. I ordered some more stickers. They never did arrive. I'm working on waiting on them. That have like the whole paragraph is one sticker, maybe, like don't read, answers first. Look for your irregularities, your similarities, your differences. Like that should all be like one sticker, right? And then the other side should say MDM. We're looking for data, your diagnosis and risk. Look for your differences, last sentence, and status of your patient. That should be one sticker. So, yeah, and then a sticker maybe for our, and I don't even know if we want them as stickers. Like, do I want to get them to where they're like the metal things that, those metal cups? Let's see. Something, you know, that we can, I already put my little logo sticker, but something like this, or regular Starbucks cups that have our little stuff on them. You know, I don't know. I want something better than these. Each letter is a sticker. You can't wash that, like, other than hand washing. And if they get too much heat, they're gonna not do so well. But she's got all these misspellings. But I think I can turn it into something like that. And something like that. I don't know. But I think this could be medical coding by Jen around here, and maybe let more of the mermaid come through, because like her bottom finny stuff is cut off with this one. So maybe we could just do the medical coding by Jen right here and do a small little sticker of that logo right underneath it, and then do our little stuff like that and stuff like that on one side, but then have it in a real Starbucks cup instead of the plastic ones. You know, something like this. That would be fun, because this was $700 for 50 of them, and I know I can get better quality for that money for these into something sturdier, right? Got to be something a little sturdier we can do to keep our logo print on it. Maybe like whatever this thing is using. But anyway, I'm still shopping around. I'll figure it out one of these days. But you can email me if you've got somebody you want me to contact, for sure. All right, we've got ER right here. This one's ER too. What's our 288? What's that one? EMS, ALS. We got ambulance. Good night, Gupta. No, not with the misspelling. Well, she said it like I say it, sentence, like maybe she's got a southern drawl like I do, where, you know, I could see it almost sounding like you pronounce it that way, but yeah. There you go. Read our last sentence. Make sure, verify what we're really going to be billing. We are doing an E&M visit. We're looking for an MDM that is low. So we want to make sure the low is associated with one of these. I know that this new patient, this right up here, that's a moderate. That would not be a low. I know my 8.5 is a high. It would not be that one either. So now we're down to an 83 or an 88. EMS, y'all saying D? I don't see anything about an ambulance. Our 83 is a low. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, nope, hit the wrong one. Hit the wrong one. I was trying to scooch you up. Yep, we've got 83. Of course, 83 is our best option for this one. It is our low. Push this back down to where it goes. Our 85 is high. 84 is high too. 88 is EMS. We did not do AEMS. Not a bad one. All right, I will be back on Wednesday. We'll do 2 more hours of practice questions. I've still got a few more I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more E&M questions, 2 more anatomy ones, and I'll add some more stuff to it. Seems like cardiology was asked for today. Does anybody else have anything else on their wish list they'd love to see? I'm putting down cardio questions. Anything else y'all'd like to see? Good night, Tracy. I hope this was helpful. You're welcome. Super happy to help. Anybody on TikTok would like to see what kind of questions? Yes, you can see this in its entirety right now on YouTube. It will be saved for you. You can rewind, pick up STACCLAR. You are a subscriber too, so you will be entered in to win one of the cups. I've got 50 of them to give away, guys. Right now you're learning mental disorders. What fun. Woohoo. Hey, mama. Mama girl. Yep. All y'all be entered in for the cups. It's difficult with the guidelines on Chapter 5. It is. Just remember that if it has the code additional, like with the dementia, you got to put 2 diagnosis codes in. So look for all those red alerts. Compliance guidelines. Somebody already asked me. You asked me about that last time and I forgot to do it. Compliance and guidelines. I've got it deep. Sam wants one. Aw, that's awesome. And nervous system. Okay, that's plenty. All right, I'll throw in some cardio, compliance, and nervous. I will see you guys on Wednesday. If I end up doing some more book prep tonight, I will be back on YouTube to do those. You can watch it for free as I'm doing it, but the replays are saved for the YouTube memberships to look through as their bonus material. But I hope this was helpful, and I will see you guys on Wednesday. I don't have any ball games till Thursday, but I've got a prep for Friday's duck class. So if you have not passed your medical coding exam and you've already attempted it, your books are prepped, but you're just not getting there to the passing score, join me on Fridays for my duck classes. I do advanced questions on those days for 2 hours. Even if you can't be there, you can purchase the class for $5 and then you can replay it for a whole month. And it's more structured because y'all are paying for the class. I try not to talk too much and visit, and we just go from question to question, and I tell you how I would attack it if I was doing it on an exam, what guidelines you need to know, and what notes you need to have written beside those CPT codes so that you get the answer right during the exam. I share other bonus material that is told to me from others with recent experience, so those are really handy classes. I have a couple of more openings. They're small openings, but they're not huge. I don't allow a bunch of people in them. But I got a couple of openings if anybody's interested, and you can book that at medicalcodingbyjen.com under tutoring. Hey, Moga. Thank you, guys. I hope to see you guys on Wednesday. I will see you then. I'm going to go see my children. I have not seen them today since they got home from school. So I'm going to go hang out. Go give them a bunch of orders to do. I will say hi to Travis from MK. He misses all of y'all. He likes being able to interrupt my lives, but I've been locking him out of my room. So he misses